This is the Gigantophis by MoroNada, and in this video I will show you how to tame one and all of its abilities. The Gigantophis is a giant prehistoric snake with lots of abilities. Mount a machine gun on its tail to have lots of fun, or use its hypnosis to put other creatures or players to sleep. And why not slither up a tree while you're at it? This is a freemium mod that are free to install and use on servers without requiring purchase. However, accessing certain features like using the creature requires ownership, which costs $5. This message will appear when you try to use a function that you don't have access to. The Gigantophis comes with a great deal of items and attachments. First off, there's the admin remote where you can alter many of the settings for your snakes and even customize and spawn them straight into a game if that's your thing. This is only available in creative mode. There's also a special chibi of a mini Gigantophis. When equipped, the chibi wraps around your character's neck, making it look like the snake is coiled around you. There's also a dossier of the Gigantophis that you can place in your base, and this purely cosmetic ammo belt that looks really cool. There's a flute that is vital, and more on this in a bit. There's also two kinds of heavy guns that you can equip on your snake's tail, the Gatling gun and the pulse gun, and their respective ammo. And finally, there's a Gigantophis Santa and Western hats to make it look like a real gunslinger. The Gigantophis spawns in the jungle and dense forest areas of any map that has them. In order to tame a Gigantophis, you need to craft the flute. The taming is inspired by the methods of snake charmers, and that's exactly what you need to do. Charm this beast of a snake. When you find the Gigantophis that you want to tame, bring out your flute and play it from a safe distance. This will get the Gigantophis' attention and calm it down. When you have successfully charmed the snake, it will sway its head and approach you. Now don't get spooked, but it will then grab you. This initiates the taming process. Now bring out your flute if you don't already have it equipped, and watch the Gigantophis head movements closely, as you will have to play the correct corresponding musical notes that are displayed on your HUD. If it doesn't show, just re-equip your flute and press the left mouse button to make them visible again. It seems hard in the beginning, but you will soon catch on to it. You'll notice that the taming affinity drops, but relax, it won't affect the taming effectiveness. Remember to only hold the tune until the timer bar ends, and then wait for the snake to do another movement. It seems to drop more in taming affinity if you don't. Sometimes it wants to hear the same tune a couple of times, so keep looking at the snake's head movements. The Gigantophis that I tamed even dropped me during the process, but I just charmed it again, only to find out that it had kept its taming affinity, so that's good. With some patience you'll soon have your very own Gigantophis. Also, during the taming process, no hostile creatures will attack you or the snake. You can also cancel the taming by hitting the snake a couple of times, but that would probably put the affinity at 0. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, it really helps the channel out. The Gigantophis has several different stances where you can utilize different attacks. If you're in the Cobra stance, the left mouse button is a regular bite attack. Use the right mouse button to do a tail slam, press R to grab a target, press C to do a mighty tail swipe, press X to go into Python stance, and press the spacebar to enter a coil mode. In the Python stance, press Ctrl to use its thermal mode, and press the R button to shed the snake's skin. This will give you a speed boost and a health regen for 30 seconds. Press the spacebar when near a target to enter the Gigantophis constrict mode, or when near a redwood tree to climb up. The constrict mode only works on bigger targets, like the Bronto and the Dinosuchus, while in the constrict mode, your Gigantophis will empty the lungs of its targets, making it suffocate after a while. In the coil up stance, press Ctrl to activate the gun if you have one equipped. Press the left or right mouse button to fire. Press X to turn in place, and press the C key to use hypnosis. This puts a nearby target or player to sleep if you look at them long enough. Left mouse button is a light tail strike and right mouse button is a heavy strike. And when you have grabbed a creature by pressing R in the cobra stance, left mouse button is a squeeze attack. This drains the target's oxygen and causes it to take damage. Use the right mouse button to do a slam attack. You can also press the R key to drop your prey. Press the spacebar to use hypnosis to make it fall asleep. And press C to swallow it. To be able to do this, your target must be a bit hurt first. After you have swallowed it, open your inventory and you will see the creature that you just consumed. Right click on it and press use, and the snake will spit it up again in an unconscious state. You can't tame the creature after spitting it up. You can only do this before the digestion timer has stopped ticking. If you don't spit your target up, it will instead be digested and you have a chance to get some loot by pressing its remains in your inventory. If you happen to slither up a redwood tree, press the C key to use the thermal vision. Press Ctrl to activate your gun, and press W and aim to climb in that direction, and press the spacebar to detach. The Gigantophis is a very fun creature and I definitely think that you should give it a go. That's it for this video. Stay safe out there, survivors, and go tame yourself a Gigantophis.